All right, let's go ahead and review our objectives for this course. So, we're going to explore the various definitions of community and identify a working definition. We're going to explore the layers of community and establish the purpose of the individuals in each layer. And finally, we're going to become a cartographer and we're going to map out our community. So, when this course is over, you're going to be able to look at a visual representation of those in your community and be certain that this is my community, here are the people in it, here are the people I can count on, and thus decreasing your amount of disappointments overall by having the wrong expectations and so many other things. So I don't want to give too much away because I'm going to talk your ear off right away. We're not even going to get to the other stuff. So let's go ahead and dive into what is community. Let's look at these definitions here. So community, it's a noun. The first definition, a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. So that goes back to, again, I live in a community called Santiago. That is my geographic location. That is my geographic community. Those are the people that live next door to me, on the left, to the right, etc. Whether I know them or not, that is my geographic community. Definition two, a feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. So these are I feel really close to them. Like we just see eye to eye on everything. We have the same dreams or we have the same beliefs. We go to church together and we believe, or we go to school together and we believe, or we go to this local meeting and we believe. And these are all the people that you just feel really connected to, whether it's beliefs, which I mentioned a lot, or maybe it's just, they really cared about me, or this is my mom who I grew up with, or this is my brother. These are all these feelings. And this is, I would say, what the majority of us go by when we talk about our circles, right? Our circles of community, who's in our circle. It's who do I feel close to? Those two definitions are very, very different. I think school, which if you're at a college or you're at a high school, elementary school, whatever it is, whoever you're watching this video with, if you're watching it with your children, your coworkers, whatever, maybe you go to the a job site together. You look around and the first is, hey, we're a team because we're here at this physical location together. And then they throw in a sliver of definition too, and we have these same values and common interests and goals because we're a school or we're an org, and you're sitting there and you're like, yeah, and on the inside it's like, man, I wouldn't hang out with any of these people when I leave this place. So even though we're being told who's in our community, the fact of the matter is we still have an obligation to choose who's in our community. And we can, thus, at this point, most of us have done it based on who are we living close to or who do we feel close to. But the third definition on the screen, a group of interdependent organisms of different species growing or living together in a specific habitat. Okay, let's break that down. A group of independent organisms, that's me, that's you, we're independent, we're organisms, we're humans, and we're growing and or living together. Maybe it is geographic, maybe it's not. Some of you are probably across the country, some of you are across the world. So even though we're not living together, we're growing together. Now, the key word in here is interdependent. So if you don't know what that word means, go ahead and look it up. I'll wait about 10 seconds. Make sure you Google, spell it correctly. Okay, so did you find it? So, interdependent is based on two independent organisms, two independent people in this situation, depending upon each other. So, this isn't a dependent relationship where one of us is leeching off the other. This is the independence where it's, hey, I don't care about you, or as many people say, screw you, forget you, did it. No, 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 no. That's I'm independent, you're independent, and we recognize that we both bring something to the table that we both need. Okay? So, overall, that third definition has to do with purpose and responsibility. What is your purpose in my life? What is your responsibility to my life? What is mine to you? That is critical because that's not based on feelings. There's logic in that. That's not just based on geographic location. Purpose can transcend that. So we need to value. I cannot stress the importance of this word interdependence. My mentor introduced it to me some time ago, and it has been life changing to understand that yes, we are independent, yet we depend on one another. Now, you might be saying, I don't depend on nobody. Well, if that weren't true, you wouldn't exist here today because all of us exist because of somebody else, meaning our existence literally depended upon other people. That is a scientific fact. So it's important that if our existence was based on, again, two people, and now others people's existence, if you're a parent, depending upon us, I'm a parent. If my wife and I didn't get together, our kids wouldn't exist. But as a family unit, we have the option to be interdependent. We can feel close to each other, but do we value what our kids bring to the table and how they depend on us and how we also can depend on them? There are things that children bring to the table and teach us. So please understand this third definition differs from the first two because it is based on purpose and responsibility, not feelings, not geographic location, though those can influence those that have the opportunity to have a purpose and responsibility to you.